pipe and red beard. Arg. A Vermont freehand Morta billiard. It's probably one of my, actually, probably is my favorite pipe to use right now. And we are enjoying. Let's see if I can hold this right. There we go. There you go. So, I guess I'm at the end of the bowl and it's not going to stay lit. So we'll just. Oh, yeah. That was done. New mic, as you can probably see in front of you. A Rode pod mic. Not very expensive, but I have several other mics that probably would have worked, but I thought I'd get one that was specifically for this purpose. And I use it for work too, so that I sound better. But, so let's I don't think of it. So what I do is after every bowl, this gets run through both sides, and then I just bend it over like so. It goes in the bowl like so. I twist it around a little bit. You can sort of see that like this. That gets the bottom, make sure there's no dawdle, and then I just go around the bowl a little bit, tamp it out, hit my ashtray, make sure nothing there. Voila. So we'll load up another bowl. Let's do that. Be right back. Start this. There we go. All right. So, special today, I have a couple of my grandfather's old pipes. A very small little nose warmer. I don't know what you call this. Something. And they've been sitting for a very long time. And we're going to and I'm not going to sanitize these necessarily, but I am going to go clean out the bowl and see what I can do with, if there's any kind of stopped up or anything like that. And I have another one, corn cob, that's pretty gunked up. Well, you can't really see it, can you? Well, you can see there. See that? My dad's. So we're going to clean out that for him. I don't know how much of this you're going to see, because my camera's way over there. I'm already sitting. I don't want to grab it to have another angle. So we'll just do the best we can. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of take my knife here, drop it, and just go around the bowl. Kind of scrape the bottom. And I don't want to get it all over everything, so I'm going to hold it up, and then I'm going to empty it in the ashtray. But first, let's just go around here. This didn't really have much cake built up in it. And I got a feeling my grandfather probably used the cheapest tobacco available he could find. That's just the kind of guy my grandpa was. I actually got quite a bit out of there. So I'm not really worried about like having like a ghosting effect or anything. I might, we'll see how it is once I get this all sorted. Okay. So it's kind of dark down here too. Woohoo. There we go. There's still cake in there, but it's not that bad. What I usually sometimes do is take some sandpaper and lightly go around in it. See, have some here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, my problem is my fingers are so big that I end up not being able to get down the bowl very much. This seems to be a much wider bowl than typical though, so. Looks like that. What a mess. Okay. Okay. Wipe this out a little bit with a tissue or a paper towel. All right, now. All right, so already I see the draft hole is just completely stopped up. So let's, I have these little straw cleaners, right? So this wouldn't be for this, like the rest of the stem here, but to get stuff like this, especially here. That's not going in there at all. So let's use check tool. Okay. We can't. I might have to get a drill bit out in order to really get this thing in here. This might require a drill bit. That is mucho hard. Very hard. Okay, so that one's going to require some drill bit action. What I mean by that is you take a small drill bit. You don't want to actually increase the size of the hole, but you do want to have it drill through the gunk in here. But the bowl's much better. What else could I use that I got down here? Pretty much it. See if this one will fit. Another tool. Let's see. Oh, making some progress. Sorry if that's in your face. Oh, it looks a little better. Need to get. Let's use the bigger one. There's some stuff in here that's keeping the stem from going all the way in. See if we can get that smaller one here. That's a negative Ghost Rider. Oh, that did slide all the way through. Okay, so it is going all the way through now. So, see if I can get this in here. Oh, I can. There we go. All right. Got a pipe cleaner through that. Let's see if I can get around the edges of this thing. I think there's some buildup right where the stem comes down into the stumble part. Let's see what we did there. Nope. Drill bit is going to be probably essential here because this thing is not. Oh, but I mean, the cleaner is going through there, but it is awful sticky. Yeah, that's pretty good now. All right, so let's see if this will go in here. Nope. Yeah, farther. My wife asked me why I go through so many pipe cleaners. Stuff like this. Go the other way, see if I can. Nope. There we go. More time there. Ah. Now we're cooking with oil. Look at that. Don't like this. Feels sticky, you know what I mean? because this whole end that fans out at the end is kind of. So we'll get rid of that here in a second. Let's see if I can't. So the reason why you see a lot of old pipes like this, pipes weren't collected. There was nothing like they were today. They were just, you'd use it until it stopped working. You got all junked up. Just get another one. That's how most of them thought. And, they didn't have all these pipes. They just had like one pipe they used until it got messed up. They go on to the next one. That's it. So, wasn't, for the most part, that's not everybody, but I'm going to have to. So this has one of the tips that it kind of, you see it fans up like this, right? It goes down to the hole. So, trying to see if how far though. I don't want to leave anything in there necessarily. Oh, it's just a tip. Okay. You still gotta clean it out though. So let's see, you can see the little gunky stuff. I can't. All I'm trying to do is get this tip cleaned out. Right where the draft hole is. Let's see what that looks like. Much better. Alright, so let me see if I can run this through there now. It might be too big still though. Yeah, will you fit in there? Okay, how far this will go though? It goes up to there, but still not. These aren't the best pipe cleaners either. They're the super generic. I don't know what they are. Longs, maybe. I don't like the longs that much. The bristles on it aren't near as what'd you say, scrapey? Looks a ton better. You can loosen this up too if you were to stick this in some alcohol. Just let it sit for a while. I hate it when they bind up. Hate that. There's a lot of resistance. I think I need to. I'm gonna have to do. This is too much built up. So we'll put that aside. All right. A little stubby. Let's see. All right, I gotta fix that. Okay. I found it. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. So this one's a little more. It's a great sound, isn't it? Okay. This one actually is more open than the other one. Yep. that part. Hmm. No, it's there. No. Okay. I cleaned up really well. Now, the problem with this one is that there's no, there's not, that's got to be tightened up a little bit. So I'll probably have to take some kind of tape of some sort. But man, that's good. Yeah, this part, I probably blew some stuff in it now, didn't I? Let's see if I can clean this out. Oh yeah. Messed it up now. There it is. I had this big chunk of stuff in there. Oh. So I'll have to clean all this up later. All right, let's see. Mess. But actually, it doesn't. It's loose, but it doesn't leak. But that has a really nice draw in now. This one's okay for now. Now the other challenge, this thing. I tell you, man, my old man, it's like he's allergic to pipe cleaners. That's a lot of gunk. I'm getting this everywhere. God, Golly. That's what I get. Usually do this over something. Because it's pretty messy. You get the drift though, don't you? Let's see where this is at. Oh. Could do it down here with more leverage. I keep dropping stuff. I don't like that. These little things fall off of the corncob pipes all the time. Maybe that bottom part. Getting there on the rest of it. Okay. Let's try. I'm just trying to pick at the bottom so I can get the bottom of the bowl. Not bad. Just to consider where it was. I'm going to try. It really does get everywhere, by the way, so be wise. I'm just going to leave that off for now. It's annoying. Alright, let's put some sandpaper in there. Now, this is definitely too small for me to put my big old fingers in. So what I'm going to do is use ooh. You gotta be careful with the bits. Those can very easily crack. And like this one though, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much with it. Oh, there we go. Once you get a hole started, if it's really clogged up, you can really push it through so you can get a cleaner. That's real key here. Oh man. once you do that, pipe cleaners can kind of, and you usually want to use some kind of alcohol or something. It helps a lot. Funky. So once you get the pipe cleaner in, you can actually start using the bristles. What I'm doing, sorry. So it's got some goopy stuff. I don't want to pull that back through the stem. So what I'm trying to do is just take the sandpaper and just get that off with the pick. So when I pull it back through, it doesn't just come back. Now, the good thing is, they sell these at the Missouri Meerschaum website all day long, or at aristocob.com. So if you just needed a bit, you could pick one of those up. As long as you get this part cleaned up, and these are really cheap, they're not expensive. Let's see, get this pipe cleaner through. Use a new one. Little bits. Little bit by bit, because you can't, if it's hard, you can't come back here, it'll just bind. So you got to do right up to the top. And even then, I'm almost there. Dang. This is part of it, folks. Sometimes, look, here we go. Got it through. Now, so on these ones that have like the Danish bit, what I would recommend doing is kind of pulling it down as you pull it out. So it'll scrape against the side and you can get that build up there. So what I usually do is I just push it through. And then when it gets over here, just turn it upside down and pull down on it. Wow. Still got a bunch of stuff in. But we're getting there. We'll do this a few hundred times and hopefully we'll be good. Now, most of the time, it won't be this goopy. Because your normal pipe tobacco don't do that. Your real flavored stuff, though, and those sugars you don't clean it, they'll do this. Looking better. Let's see if I can pick some of this in stuff out, because that's really what it is. And again, you got to be careful not to, crack your bit or anything. So you gotta, when you're doing this, make sure your pressure is applied in the right place. It's not just. Now, honestly, if a pipe was this bad, a corncob pipe, okay, they're relatively inexpensive. Just part of why they're so awesome. But that being said, I'll probably buy a new one instead of spending my time doing this. Because I mean, they're what, $12 for this is a Mark Twain. I think it's $12. I don't know, something like that. You know, is it worth your time to worth your $12 to do this? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So, my dad really likes this pipe though. And, you know, you can grow attachments to things like that. I had this thing good until I started cleaning out that edge. Now I got gunk built up in it. What a mess. Try a new pipe. That is pretty good. We got some gunk here at the very end of the stem. Let me see if I can. I know you can't see some of it, but it really is not anything you should. Some wicked technique that you need to use. You're just digging the crap out of it. That's really all you're doing with any of this stuff. So you want, you know, so this is what it looks like now. Okay. Can you see that? Let me put it over here. The light kind of sucks, so sorry. So I'm going to try to run it all the way through. Damn. Stuck on something. Oh, there it goes. Did I make it? Or did I get stuck? I got stuck. Okay, but at the end of the day, the stem is fine. So let's just work on this. But this is all good too. Oh, I guess I was just hitting the. Well, this one's actually okay. So now you can do a lot more with this. The inside of the bowl really needs to be taken all the way down to where you really see all the corn cobs. All the kernels, I guess, you know, the outline of those. And most of the bowls like that. There's some places down further on that's not. But for my dad won't care. He just wants it to be able to smoke again without being stopped up and stuff. So that's that. Now, the moral of the story is, though, if you clean out your bowl every time you use it, you don't have to do much of that. Very little. I don't hardly ever have to do that. The only time I do something like that is when I have too much cake buildup, which doesn't happen very often. I have a lot of pipes too, so they go on a lot of rotations. But like this one I use sometimes 3 times a day, and I use those bristles ones on here because I'm trying to make sure the mortar, you don't want anything really building up, so I don't have any issues. Meerschaum, same thing, but I mean, it's all about how you use it. Here's my corn cob. I had to do anything to that. Can you see? Yeah, you can almost see. Yeah, you can see the bottom of the bowl. Nothing built up there. So, you regularly clean your pipe. After you use it, you cut down drastically in that kind of maintenance. Do you still need to know how to do it? Yes. Because you can always, there'll be a point where you're going to buy an estate pipe or something. You'll be at a thrift store, antique store, see an old pipe that's really cool, and you're going to want to fix it. They'll be relatively inexpensive, but it's a mess. Well, a little bit of work like that, you get it going pretty good. Now, the only, I keep saying only, one of the things I'm not doing with these that you would if you bought an estate pipe from a total complete stranger is you would take all of the cake out, especially if you had I usually smell it, so you can smell it and see if it's going to be kind of funky, but sometimes not. Sometimes it doesn't. It smells fine, but it's still, you light up a bowl and it's still weird. So you might take some salt and Everclear or something and let it soak in the bowl and pick up all that stuff. You would definitely, you want to use some type of alcohol to kind of sanitize it. But that's really what you want to do, is you want to clear the airway, get all the residual out. What you don't want to do is damage the finish or, actually change the shape of the bowl. And you can do that with sandpaper. That's why you got to be careful with it. It's just basic pipe maintenance, and it takes time. But the hobby takes time. Enjoying being a pipe enthusiast isn't a quick thing. There's stuff that takes maintenance. It takes time to pack your bowl. It's not like an instantaneous thing to light. Keep your pipe light. Keep your pipe lit. So we have an old Grand Vault pipe that's good to go. We have one that I'm going to have to soak a little bit because it's just way too funky. And we have my dad's corncob pipe somewhere here. Anyway, you saw it already. That he can use again. And I made a big mess. And that was like 15 pipe cleaners. Sorry, 16. What a mess. Okay. That's it for today. Pipe and Redbeard. Later.